Mark here, Monday, January the 12th, just after 10 a.m. Eastern, just after 3 p.m. GMT. And let's have a look at the US dollar, starting on the index. And there you see, to start the week, Asian European session, US dollar was being sold off. The strong start that the US has had to 2026 looked like a retracement and giving up some of those gains. This red candlestick went all the way down to support at 98.40. I've got resistance at 98.76. But you see now not much of that red body left, and the US is attempting to fight its way back now that the US session is underway. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the fight back right now, green candlestick, the last hour, and US dollar looking to get back up to that resistance of 98.76. So weak US dollar to start on the index, but attempting to fight its way back right now. Let's have a look at the majors. I've got firstly the euro. There you see weak US dollar that's buying euro, selling US from support from the open at the Asian Open yesterday at 116.21 all the way up to 116.97, almost at that 117 level. US dollar fighting back against the euro. There's the wick at the top. Let's zoom in on the hourly. And there you see the fight back, red candlestick that's selling euro, buying US. Sellers of euro, buyers of US will be looking back down at this support level here around the 116.22. If we continue to see dollar weakness against the euro, buyers will be looking up at the 117 level. Let's have a look at the pound. The daily, and there you see again, strong pound against the weak US to start the day. I've got support at 133.89, just under that 134 level, and resistance at 134.89. Also, US fighting back a little bit. Doesn't look like it's fighting back as much against the pound as the euro. Let's zoom in on the hourly. There you see the attempted fight back, selling pound, buying US. Sellers of pound, buyers of US will be looking down here at the 134 level, the continuation of dollar weakness. Buying the pound, selling the US will be looking up at the 134.89, looking to get to the 135 level. Let's have a look at the US yen. There we go. A little bit of a different picture here. Uh, Weak yen again. So it started, US dollar started at the high from Friday, that to 158.17. And early on, we saw selling US, buying yen all the way down to 157.50. But you can see how much the US has fought back against a weak yen. So support 157.50, resistance 158.19. And as the US puts in a run, uh, as the US session has got underway, buyers of US, sellers of yen looking to test this 158.19 level. I'm going to just zoom in on the hourly. You can see right now sitting pretty much in the middle of that range. US put in a early run against the yen to recoup the early losses, but now kind of sitting in the middle of that range. Buyers looking up at the 158.19, sellers at the 157.50, stuck in the middle for now. Let's have a look at the US against the Canadian. There you can see was a solid red candlestick that's selling US, buying Canadian from resistance 139.15 all the way down to 138.64. pretty much giving up the gains from Friday. But there you can see US fighting back even against the Canadian. There's that small wick. We'll zoom in on the hourly. And there you see an attempted fight back. Hasn't been able to maintain and now stuck at this 138.80 level. But if the US is able to fight its way back here, buyers will be looking up at the 139 level or higher. If we see a continuation of dollar weakness and buying the Canadian, selling US, buying Canadian, sellers of US will be looking down at the 138.64 support level. So this 2026 has pretty much been a case of strong US dollar. We've seen it on the index against the majors. Today, a bit of a turnaround, a bit of a retracement, and US dollar giving up those gains. But now that we're into the US session, looks like US is trying to fight its way back. We've got resistance and support levels to work with. I'll see you at the end of the day. Good trading.